Let's have a quick conversation. Reports have it that 500,000 Ghanaians have purchased military application forms to be enlisted into the Ghana Army. But unfortunately, or even fortunately, because it could be as a matter of design, only 5,000 available slots are there for the 500,000 Ghanaians who have expressed their interest to be soldier men and soldier women of our country. 5,000 slots out of 500,000 translate into just 1%, a paltry 1% of Ghanaians. And people are outraged, and it's despicable to even come to the terms that if there are only 5,000 slots, why would you sell 500,000 application forms? And the question everyone is asking is it a matter of exploitation or a matter of competition? But this is where it gets interesting. Is it the first time something of this nature has happened in this country? Or it just metamorphosed this year? In this 2025-2026 intake? You see, university forms have been sold in times past. Training colleges, nursing colleges, and they sell as much as people are willing to buy. Even more than the institutions are able to admit. But nobody puts a cap on it. They don't say, hey, we have sold enough, stop buying. No, they have slated a deadline. And when the deadline doesn't come, nobody stops selling. They will print more forms and sell. Now they sell pins. But in times past, they will print more forms and they will sell. And those who do not get to go through, those who do not get admission, they only take the fall, they cry quietly, and they move on. And no politician has raised an eyebrow. Nobody, it has never been our concern. I mean, things happen in this country. You fall victim here and there, and you become part of statistics. I mean, but this military phenomenon has become an issue only because the politician has taken up the space. Only because the politician has taken interest. It doesn't matter how long-standing a process has been, how standard it's been, but when the politician comes in the space, when they begin to run it down, it becomes a scandal. They scandalize the whole process. And it ceases to serve its purpose. My reason for this video is to iterate reasons why it is not out of place for any institution, especially the military, to sell more forms. Yes, I know there are conversations around the issue of sale of forms. Why should they buy forms before they go to they get to be enlisted? But I probably will address that in a different video or on a different day. But right now, I'm trying to justify why the sale of many forms, as much as Ghanaians are willing to buy, is necessary. First of all, it gives it a democratic feel. It becomes democratic. Who gets to go in and who gets to stay out? A lot of people want to be soldier men and soldier women. So yes, we have opened the portal. Come and express interest in the fact that you want to be a soldier man or a soldier woman. And we have also given a deadline. If the deadline doesn't come, we can't stop them. Oh, we have enough. What if the people who are yet to buy probably would be the very best ones that the military might select? Yes, what if that is going to be the the issue? That is how it's going to pan out. So aside the democratic aspect of it, you can also not put a cap on it. Yes, we have only 5,000 available slots, but you can't just take the first 5,000 people and then you stop the others from, because the criteria is not on a first come first serve basis. If it was, then once they get 5,000, they can just sell maybe 100 more for a buffer to cater for contingencies and mishaps. But that is not the issue. It's a competitive process. What if the first 5,000 people who are buying, all of them or some of them have flat foot, they have knocked knees, they have tattoos on their bodies and all of that? So yes, you make room. Well, since time immemorial, since the beginning of creation, it's been a matter of the strong surviving. Unfortunately so, yes, we all get to fail in other quests, but that is what it is. It's natural. So the reasons why it is necessary for the funds to be sold, I have already iterated 3 of them. The fact that it's not on a first come first serve basis, the fact that it must be democratic, the fact that it's competitive, the fact that when it's not everybody who buys the form that will qualify, and out of those who will qualify, it is not all of them who would take up the slot any longer, because they might have a cold feet, they might have a change of mind, and for a lot of people, they apply to multiple institutions. So whichever comes first, or when all of them come, they decide on which one to go. So you still have to make space for those people who want to come. And sadly, some people even die. Unfortunately, even at the process of the enlistment, about 6 or between 6 and 12 people died. And there were a lot of casualties. So these are things that will happen anyway. So you have to make space for them. And it has also become an avenue for generating internal fund for these institutions, because somebody must administer these things. The websites, the selection process, the people who will sit to be doing all these things, allowances, like somebody must feed. And the institutions must run. So if politician comes out to say either they should refund the money to, like Nadem Sabi, they know what they are doing. You see, in the quest for the politician to stay in power or to become the choicest alternative, they prefer watertight policies and compelling strategies when they are in opposition. And you get to be asking yourself, like, are you saying, are these not the group of people who just left government? If they knew all this, why didn't they apply them to make the system better? Bro, sis, it has never been about you and I. It's been about them. Political party first and the nation second. They only get to do some of these things because when they do, they get their share. Otherwise, what would be their reason to have a cap in hand? You and I are the reason. So that is how it feels like it's about us, but it's not about us. And I think as stakeholders, it's about time we sit the politicians down, or we find other legitimate ways and means to let them know that they can't be taking decisions that go over our heads. We are part of the stakeholders, and they have to really be mindful of us and the fact that we are partaking in this governance process. I admit that a paltry 1% out of 500,000, Charlie, is not. We can't begin from there. But what if only 5,000 men and women, excuse me, only 5,000 men and women are what the military needs for this year. This is an annual thing they do. If there is anything I need to say, maybe they should decentralize their processes. They should make it orderly so that to avoid these casualties and all of that. But like I mentioned, these are going to be conversations for other day. But to cap my submission, the question is, why does the politician find it expedient to run down or make a system so unfair when they want to? And they do this with ease, so easily. You might think they are new on the scene. They haven't been in the midst of the system or affairs. Yes, it's simple. Why does a politician find it so easy to run and make systems unfair if they want to? Thanks for listening. Clout Files on Fallin Jigsaws. Thank you.